Hey, I'm Jeremy with X-Tech Tactical, and today we're going to do a follow-up video on the new Glock OEM 43X 15-round mags. We just got 6 more in from our friends at Brownells. Shout out for fast shipping. I think these took 3 days to get here. So if you saw our first video, we had issues with the magazines not dropping free reliably. I have a polymer standard 10-round magazine in here. So we're gonna fast forward through this next part, but I just want to show you guys, we're gonna cut them each open, and then we're just gonna show you raw as it happens, how they do, and if they will reliably drop free from this brand new 43X MOS. All right. So now we've got the polymer mag in here just to show you real quickly. We're gonna do a bunch of releases, 0 hang up at all. Really, no matter where I hit the button, at times I'm putting my finger forward. I'm also bringing my finger back. So even where I'm bottoming out on the frame, you don't have to fully depress the button. If you know what I'm talking about, if you look at from the top of the pistol, the button actually runs into the grip frame, so you don't have to do a full depression on the polymer mags to get them to drop. So, mag number 1, let's see how we do. So you see a little hesitation up there. So you have to fully depress the button from the front, even. Same issue as we saw before. So if you go back to the back part of the frame, you have no luck at all, even on the front though. So this one feels like, oh. Next one. So now again, this is a brand new pistol. However, there's not really much to break in here other than maybe the spring. So maybe it becomes easier. But it might just be this 43X, 6 for 6 there. Again, go back to the polymer magazine that Glock originally shipped with. Front of the button, back of the button. So this is definitely going to be a topic that, you know, I have seen online. I've asked some friends, some media folks. I've heard mixed reviews about people having this issue or not. This is a late model 43X MOS. And so what you guys have all been asking for, we absolutely are going to do this week. As I told you, now that we have at least 5, we actually have 6. We're going to go out and range test these and see what we can do. We're going to try them in the 43X. We're also going to try them in the PSA Dagger Compact. I'll show you guys here. We had a lot of just no-go. Now the old school 43X mags, we do know that the dimensions on the micro dagger are tighter in the magwell. I don't know if less consistent is fair. It feels like that for the couple that we have around here, but you definitely will have to strip these. Now the PSA magazines they ship with do drop free fairly reliably from what we see, and I can't think of an issue. I don't have a lot of rounds through them, but if you guys want to see more content on this setup with the PSA mags, we're happy to do it. But yeah, I think the topic is still there. It might be pistol specific, but I can pretty much guarantee you we're not going to be alone with this issue. So unless you want to go back to Gen 2 land, that the Austrians did not want to lose their magazines in the snow is the legend I've heard, then you're going to have to change your magazine release or modify it, which I'm never a fan of telling consumers and customers to modify small parts on their OEM pistols. So I think you're going to have to look for a replacement. I do, as I said, know our friends at Tango Down are working on doing a Vickers version specifically for these mags. So highly recommend checking those out when they're available. Stay tuned for more. We'll do the range test this week. It will be out by this weekend. Sorry to our media team for quick notice, but we'll get it done.